Yeah.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Dungeon Academy. I believe this is episode 45.
What?
My God.
What the heck?
Let's see, what do we got to do here?
I hope you guys are ready for a thrilling adventure because Sean said it was going to be thrilling.
Well, okay, wait. I want to say one thing. You're not allowed to get mad at me, okay? So just
All
say
right.
that.
Okay.
Okay. Watch us just like 10 minutes.
Because depending on what happens, something really horrible could happen to you. So
Oh, okay.
don't blame
I
me
mean,
though.
this is hell, so what could possibly get worse?
Yeah, I'm just a referee.
Okay.
So. Oh, first thing we should announce is, oh man, I mixed up my boxes. Callie is now a permanent member of the Academy. Thank you, Callie, for joining the Dungeon
Thank you
Academy.
for having me and letting me join you on your adventures.
Awesome. Yes. So, Airly is permanently affixed to this show. So
You're stuck with us now.
forever.
Heck yeah!
There's no
Another
way.
45 episodes.
There's no. It's it. It's
We're
over.
minor
It's over for you. Wait. There you are. I have moved you to your proper boxes. All right. So, thank you, Callie, for joining our academy. And so the last time the group was in hell, and to escape it, you went through a hell mouth, which is like a giant interdimensional worm. So you kind of had to make your way through it, and it's like hot and slimy inside. And there's like veins, and it glows orange and yellow. And there's pulsing and heartbeats and evil stuff like that.
Yeah, normal shit.
And when you're leaving behind hell, and that's where you had met Airly, and you had learned that the final piece of the Rod of Seven Parts is actually in the prison of Miska the Wolf Spider, who is this evil ancient demon lord who is the Queen of Chaos's consort, and she wants to free him from the prison. So you learn that the Queen of Chaos's consort has that last piece. So you're going to be bringing maybe all 6 pieces to the guy who has the 7th piece. And apparently you can get into his prison, but you can't get out. So.
But can you bring items out?
Maybe. Who knows? So you exit the Hellmouth out the back end. There's a mouth on either side. And you emerge inside what looks like a wizard's tower. And out the window you can see wild space. And you can see some of the Spelljammer. The Spelljammer is a giant ship. It's like a mile long in the shape of a manta ray. And it's got like a city on its back. So you're in the city on the Spelljammer. And the Spelljammer is like a very famous mythical vehicle. Spelljamming is all about, it's not technology, it's magic powered ships flying through space. So this is like the ultimate one of those. And you had been here and you had found the 4th piece of the Rod of Seven Parts just before you got sucked into hell. And now you're out. And so you're in this room in a wizard's tower, and there is a little red imp with wings and a tail stinger flying and smiling. And it says, "Oh, welcome."
Hi. Sorry to interrupt, but we just came back from hell, and we heard, well, I know that somebody here sent us there, so I would love to know why would you do that?
He says, he kind of clears his throat as the Hellmouth like shuts its mouth and like sucks itself back through some vortex and just vanishes. He says, well, I think that we're on the same side, friend.
I should hope so. I'm not sure what side that is, though.
He says, we're on the side of law.
What law? What law? Is law of gravity? Law of the universe? Law of
He
baking?
says, Demons represent chaos. Devils like myself represent law. You oppose the Queen of Chaos, and thus I support you while stationed here on this disgusting vessel.
Excuse me, it was bought at a nifty price.
Pardon?
He's fine.
What was that, old ma'am? He says, looking at Brave Sweet, who is very old.
I will be in my ship.
He says, I think we have a rocking chair around here somewhere if you wanna.
Don't be rude to my friend.
That is very rude.
I know that old people sometimes enjoy a good sit.
Respect your elder.
Be careful now, sir. I'm close to getting into your side of hell. And when I do...
I mean, we just came from there.
He says,
You'll have a
Hey,
whole lot of rocking chairs coming at you, and you won't know what to do with
He
them.
says, I helped you. All right, relax. We're on the same side. My name is Axio Patrick.
Hello, Patrick.
No, Axio Patrick.
Axial.
Yeah, AXIO Patrick.
You mean actually, Patrick?
No! Axio Patrick.
No, this is Patrick.
Ugh. He like throws a thing. Alright, well, a lot's happened since you were gone. You've got your piece of the rod. Now your problem is getting off of this stupid thing.
Yes. I mean, we
You
can't
know
work-
your entire crew doesn't want to leave now, right? And the longer you stay here, the more you're going to want to stay here. And not only that,
Knows what they wanted, what they got into,
uh,
and they'll follow my lead, like they have had done so loyally before.
he cackles and he says, you probably don't know this. Time passes differently in hell. You were gone 2 days, but 4 months passed here.
Oh.
A lot has happened.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Frankly, I feel like you owe me.
4 months? 4 months is like a summer vacation. Like,
Yes, but they were doing our partnership when we were here last time. So I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what happened to our ship.
Well, they knew to stay put, and their loyalty is with me, and therefore they know, and they knew that I would return.
They were also on their magic spell from whatever magic that makes everybody want to stay here. Because that's what the Spelljammer does.
He says,
Okay.
yes. The longer you stay here, the more you're going to want to stay here. It's just a matter of time. It's magic. You're going to have to get off the ship. If you want to ever leave, you need to leave as soon as you can.
Well, is there a way for us to
Do you have the spell magic?
get rid? I have the spell magic, but I don't know if I'm powerful enough to get rid of such a strong spell. I'm not
You
sure.
can put 2 rod sticks that will ping into other universes if they don't fit together wrong, and yet you do that just fine. I believe you can take on this spell that will keep our crew in this awful place.
I just don't even know where. Like, does it have a place? Is there like a specific thing that has this magic? Patrick,
I don't know, but
tell me what? Oh, Mr.
My name
Patrick.
is Axio Patrick. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Axio, Mr. Patrick.
No, it's not right.
May you please tell me, or do you know, what is this condition that our friends are under? Is there a way for us to get rid of it?
How would I know? I'm just an imp.
Oh,
Well, you live here too.
That doesn't work on me.
Right, that's why I'm asking you. You are an impartial.
Sorry. What about you makes it so then you're not affected?
I don't know. I'm just here doing my job.
So if we like, I don't know, take a little bit of blood and like smeared it on them, would they be like,
That is gross. No.
Wow.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, I'm not the scientist.
That's not how. That's not how that works.
I'm starting to resign myself to the fact that you're not gonna make it.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out, but you're not giving me anything.
I've told you what I know.
Well, is there somebody else I can talk to?
I don't know, maybe like the crew.
Yeah, I don't know. Talk to your crew. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
they would listen to common sense.
Again, common sense goes out the window when magic is involved.
Magical
I'm
common sense.
magic.
I've got stuff to do, so if you don't mind,
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
bye.
right.
let me show you to the door.
Bye, Axel.
No, it's Axio Patrick.
Bye, Patrick.
It's one word. It's one word. So he opens the door out onto the Spelljammer, and you see in the distance, you had landed your dragon ship on this much bigger ship. And when your ship parked, these weird creatures, kind of like plant creatures, called Shyvax, kind of approached your ship. And so now what you see is there's a few of those Shyvax gathered around your ship. There's actually a line of people waiting to get onto your ship. And they're kind of being filed in one at a time. And people are coming out carrying like bundles of food.
Oh. We should check this out before we make any assumptions.
Yeah, go for
It's
it.
very in me, but let's go in before we make any
You
noise.
should describe what the ship looks like for our new friend.
No! Lord Arctic Frost just dropped a mountain of bits. That means
Wow!
somebody gets a natural 20. Thank you very much, Lord Arctic Frost. You are awesome.
Thank you for paying for our commission. Tuition.
Tuition cost.
Yeah.
It's up these days.
I think we should give it. Actually, I don't think I should roll. I think Callie should get the natural 20 thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Callie gets. I should have lied. Wait, let me roll. Actually, I actually. Yeah. Callie gets the natural 20. Hey, so you should note that down. You don't have to use it today. It's just whenever you roll and you don't like the roll, you can just give yourself a natural 20 one time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And if you want, you could give it to somebody else in times of stress.
Alright.
Thank you, Frost. For a moment, a sparkly, cold spirit wafts over you,
Ugh.
giving you a fortifying chill
Huh.
and
Have ice cream now.
sharpens your sense of icy reason.
I'm getting some icy reasoning.
What's the difference between normal reasoning and icy reasoning?
I don't know. You feel very refreshed, also. And if you have water in your canteen, it's ice cold.
Oh.
Oh.
After hell, it could use it.
When it was in hell, it boiled and got rid of any like.
It just starts snowing randomly. No.
So, your trusty ship, which you named the Story Weaver, although I could have sworn it was called like Underpants or something.
No,
Also,
it's
somebody
no.
somebody called something Butterbutt at some point. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was better.
Butterfly, I think, was Chaos Crew.
But on the deck of the ship, you see some of your crew helping people on board and ushering them into your garden area. And perhaps in the distance, Seraphine sees the vampire Strahd, his cloak billowing in the wind, his eyes glowing red, watching her
That's why we
every
have
move.
Strahd on board.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
He's Seraphine's boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not touching that, but
Status of relationship is yet to be determined.
it's complicated.
It's a complicated, doesn't really check off any of the boxes of like boyfriend,
They haven't
Pinning.
had the talk yet.
It's in that vague like line between those two.
Anyway,
So there's your ship. What would you like to do?
I want to see what's going on. Like, where they giving out food and like what's going on. Like, I want to go in the ship.
All right. So you approach your ship and you see some members of the crew who are happy to see you. There's Axel, the giant space hamster, who's emo.
Ah,
Winthrop is not feeling well, and Axel is Winthrop's buddy. So they go off somewhere and hang out and chill and talk about tattoos and stuff. Then there is a rabbit, your friend Chungus, who hops up to
Chungus!
Lilia.
hi, Chungus. How are you?
Oh, you can talk. All right, so you can talk to her.
Yeah, of course. Every time.
Hi, Lilia. Golly, it's been such a long time. We were worried about y'all.
Yeah, it was stressful, and we went to hell. But we're
Oh,
fine.
look, you made a new friend. Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, this is my new friend. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. What is her?
Airly.
Airly. Okay, Airly. This is my new friend Airly.
all you hear is like bunny like squeaky noises.
And gesturing to me. So I'm like, hi!
Doesn't Airly have like a stuffed something? What is
Yes, a stuffed duck named Winston.
it? A stuffed duck. Oh, Chungus says, golly, I sure do like the stuffed duck. That's fun. She seems like a fun, nice person.
She says you look like a fun, nice person.
Oh, thank you. You look like a fun, nice bunny. This is Winston. And then,
All right, and then you hear a dog barking on the ship. You see a wagging tail, and then a golden dog pops its head up from around the corner and sniffs the air and notices, and it blinks and teleports over to you and starts jumping around and jumping on you and barking and licking you.
Hi, good boy.
Teleporting. I like to imagine that he like teleports just a little bit higher up so he can lick you in your face, even though he can't.
And then he falls.
So excited.
All right. And then he sniffs Callie and wags his tail. I mean, sniffs airily and wags his tail.
Sniffs the butt and wags his tail.
And then, airily, you see, I don't think you may have never seen a creature like this before. So, it's a flesh golem, right? A creature made of stitched together body parts. But all the body parts are like from super hot dudes. If I remember right, let's see. He's got the torso of Zac Efron, the arms of Chris Hemsworth, and the face of that guy who played Superman. What's his name?
Henry
Cavill. And he has the hair of Fabio. And his
Oh my God.
Fabio hair blows in the wind. And he rushes over to old lady.
Amazing.
He rushes over to old lady Brave Sweet and gives her a big hug.
Fabio.
And then there's another flesh golem on the ship, covered in powder. A lady who just like looks at you with big, unblinking eyes.
Hello.
Oh, and your gargoyle friend, who has like coal black skin and red eyes, who gives you a friendly wave.
Where's the rest of the crew?
Chungus says, "Oh well, gee, a lot sure did happen. You are all gone, right? And there was adventure stuff happening on the ship. So some of the crew became an adventuring group on their own.
Oh, okay.
So Bigby was the wizard, and Jill the nimble rat was the rogue, and Marcus Nurl the Vistani was a bard, and the Ghost Scream Bilger was a fighter, and Fabio, of course, was the barbarian because when he gets mad, he goes berserk."
I'm so proud of them. Oh,
So we just see these adventures at some point.
Fabio looks at you, Brave Sweet, and he says, "I have been practicing talking." He says, "We have had many adventures. It turns out that Bigby, she had magic dagger, remember? It is ultimate helm. It is a magic device that made her the captain of this Spelljammer. She is flying the ship right now.
Oh, where?
He points, there's a big tail stinger on the far end of the ship. We had to find it. It's a secret area inside the tail stinger.
Oh.
Wait, she's flying the ship inside the ship?
Yeah, there's areas inside of it. Chungus says, it turns out that the Spelljammer is a living thing. Isn't that crazy? I think that's so crazy, y'all.
That's... Oh, wow.
I'm so confused.
So what? Do we know what the Spelljammer wants?
Nothing, it just flies around space like a big old crazy thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, it sends out those ultimate helms, and once in a while a person comes back with it, and they get to be captain for a while until the Spelljammer gets mad at them, and then something bad happens to him.
Oh.
so maybe we should go talk to the Spelljammer and like ask them for permission to leave?
Can we communicate with the Spelljammer?
I guess you could try, if you want. We could go talk to Captain Bigby.
I always knew he'd make captain someday.
Bigby's a lady, silly.
Come
Follow
on.
me.
Every time, Brianna.
Sorry, my old lady brain.
The white rabbit like starts hopping towards the stinger. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Oh, as
Follow
you're
the
leaving, Strahd beckons to Seraphine, and she walks over to him, leaving this adventure. But you do overhear,
My lady.
he says, "There's something I need to tell you. We have to leave at once."
Whoa.
He pulls her into their quarters.
Oh.
Wait, there's a line, but they have a quarters?
They have a quarters. Yeah. I mean, people who don't live on the ship
Very
for
defined
some reason are lined up going in and out of the ship. You're not sure what that's all about. But yeah, on the ship there's all sorts of rooms and stuff.
I mean, there's a line between their relationship. But they...
That line has not been clearly defined. So.
No.
Okay.
No. We don't know what's up with them at all. Just kind of hangs out on our ship now.
Would it be cool though if Seraphine came, like, Chloe came back next week and it's like, oh, by the way, you're pregnant with a
No.
strong.
Whoa!
Wow.
I don't even know if that's possible. He's undead.
Is it? I don't know, because he's a fiend, right?
He's
I mean, it
undead.
depends on what kind of rules this. I don't want to get into the science of this.
I don't know. It was just a thought, like, it was
Does he
bad.
have blood flowing through him?
That's something.
That's
I would-
true. I don't know.
I wouldn't. That would be a weird thing to spring on her. You know.
Yeah.
By the way. Yeah.
By the way.
You know, in older editions, we used to roll for that kind of stuff. There's actually a chart out there that someone made of whether or not you get pregnant. And if
Okay.
you roll a D100, if you get a 99 or 100, it's twins. So it's like, oh.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
All right, so you're gonna follow Chungus?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Follow
Chungus,
the white
why-
rabbit. Is Chungus white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white rabbit? Okay.
Hey Chungus, what are these people doing on our ship?
Okay, ready? It's a long story. Okay, right? When there's a new captain of the Spelljammer, there's a place on the ship called the Garden, and that's where they make all the food for everybody. But when there's a new captain, the garden closes. And some people don't know why that is. But so that means there's not a lot of food to go around, right? But on your ship, our ship, we got those alchemy plants, remember? And they can turn into anything. So basically,
Yeah.
people can touch a fruit to it, and it turns into a fruit tree with a bunch of fruit on it, and then they pick it. And then the next person does the same thing with a different delicious meal or whatever. So you can make a meat tree or a candy tree,
Pizza tree.
pizza tree, Dorito
That sounds-
tree.
Oh my god.
I wonder why I haven't went into the greenhouse any sooner. I
Well,
can
I'm
use
sure
some-
Captain Bigby
Yeah,
knows
that's like
why it
what
gets
makes it.
closed, but apparently they know that this is about to end and the garden's about to be reopened. Why, I think tonight, this
Well,
very night,
I would like to see this garden. I'm sure it's very interesting.
it's
Too
a
bad
secret.
Thornthorpe isn't feeling very well. I'm sure he would have loved it too.
It's a secret place. Oh, look, we're here up at the tail.
Oh wow!
So she leads you up into this room inside the tail of the ship, and there you see Bigby, who is sitting on a throne, looking. She can see like all around the ship magically. And she says, "Oh, you came back. Oh, you missed a lot."
Yeah.
Yeah. We apologize. We didn't mean to be this long, far away.
I'm
Gone.
just glad you're still alive. Nobody knew what happened to you.
Thank you,
I know Strahd was very worried.
Strahd.
hmm
Interesting. I'll
Oh,
have
and
to-
you notice also that the flesh golem Vasilka is following you.
Hi.
She just waves.
Aw.
Bigby whispers, "She doesn't have a lot of friends."
Oh,
Aw.
help me, friend.
That actually makes her like before Brave Sweet was a little bit like kind of jealous, kind of like don't get too close to Fabio, but now she's feeling a bit bad that she was kind of that way because she kind of realizes that for how long they've been gone for 4 months now, it's like
Mhm.
she probably prevented her from becoming friends with anybody in some way.
Mm. Bigby says, "So I bet you got a lot of questions. What do you want to know?"
First of all, where's the rest of the crew?
Oh, well, we formed an adventuring group and we took care of some problems on the ship. And one of them was those Nyogi that you guys attacked. They wanted revenge on us, so we went to their lair and we killed all of them, every single one of them. And now we fixed up their little tower, and now it's the home of the adventurers.
Home of the Adventurers? Well, what is this?
Yeah, it's, it's Jill, Marcus, Gulfscreen Bilger, Fabio. Although Fabio stays on the ship a lot.
Oh, so you made a guild? I'm so proud of you guys. Ah,
She shrugs. I guess so.
Are you doing okay?
you go to hell and then you come out the other side and everybody's got their lives together suddenly. It's wonderful.
She says, "Well, you were gone. We had to do something. I mean, when you left, the Shyvax, those plant things, were going to take apart the dragon ship. So we fought them for a while, but eventually I realized that I can control them if I'm the captain of the ship. So now I actually command those Shyvax, and they won't take the ship apart. Although,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
nobody wants to leave now anyway, but we figured we'd save it for you."
Well, you know,
The ship has a magic thing on it. The longer you stay here, the more you're compelled to just stay here forever. Strahd thinks it's like Barovia or something.
Mm. Well, don't you guys have free will? Like, you guys recognize the fact that.
I guess it's like a magic charm spell.
Mm.
So, no, not really.
well, can we?
Do you want to see what's happening in the garden? It's a secret, but I'll show you. I mean, I'm the captain. I can do whatever I want.
Oh, of course.
All right. So she's going to walk you below to a secret area inside the ship. And as she does so, she kind of holds up that weird dagger that she had. And she kind of brags about all the powers that it has. So it's an ultimate helm. And it can cast change self, friends, sleep, knock, mirror images, false life, haste.
Wow.
And +3 dagger. +1/2 initiative. It stabs good. It magically stabs good. That's what.
Mm.
So she brings you below the deck, right? And there's this vast garden. The ceiling kind of has magic light coming from it. And there's these lizard folk kind of tending to the trees and plants and stuff. But dotted throughout the garden are ships. They're all like smaller versions of the Spelljammer. There's dozens of them. She says they're called Smalljammers. And tonight, they are all going to take flight and leave
Where are they going?
everywhere. I guess that's what they do. When there's a new captain, the garden grows these Smalljammers and sends them out into the multiverse.
Fascinating.
Well, see, we still have a mission to do, so we need to leave. Do you know? Like, we need to talk to the Spelljammer and tell them that we need to leave.
It doesn't really talk, it just communicates through feelings, through me, the captain. And I can tell you, it doesn't want you to leave. So, you know.
Well, we have important things to
The
do.
chaos will be after us.
Well,
It's
if
not
you want to leave, you should do it soon, because I would say within 24 hours, you're not going to want to leave.
But what about you guys? We can't leave you here.
She says, Lilia, I am the great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter of the legendary Bigby from Castle Greyhawk, and I was always weighed down by the legend that I had to live up to. But now, I, Bigby, am the captain of the Spelljammer. I'm not leaving. This is what I was born to do.
I mean, we would not force you to do something against your will. If you want to stay, then of course.
I do.
We need to
Can I try to see if I can dispel magic on her?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
See if I can. I just want to see if this is like actually.
So, all right. Yeah, why don't you roll, like, just use your ability, whatever ability is tied to your magic. Roll a d20 and add that.
Okay. 22.
Okay, it works. Ah! That's weird. Whoa.
You okay?
Yeah. I still want to stay, though. I mean, it's awesome here. Why would I leave?
Well,
You know that this ship, out of the tail, I can shoot spheres of annihilation. You know that? I can just goes through everything. It's cool, right? And she looks at Airly. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Bigby.
I'm Early, and this is Winston.
Oh, neat. This is my ultimate helm. She holds up a glowing magic.
Oh, that's really, 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 really cool.
Chungus says, Bigby's a little much sometimes, I think. And Vizilka is just staring at you all.
What about the others? I'm sure Rainbow doesn't want to stay. She wants to see the whole universe.
It's true.
And
Maybe the spell would work on them too. But, I mean, this is something that this magic is in the atmosphere. So I would imagine, from what I understand, it kicks in every 12 hours. So if you cast it on your people, then you should leave before 12 hours pass.
okay.
And you know what? Even if the effect is gone, some of them might just want to stay anyway.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, what we should do is cast a spell, and then, because it's better for them to use their free will if they want to stay, than them be forced by this magical force.
I agree. I mean, I don't want them to make choices that like.
Bigby asks, do you still have the 4 pieces of the rod?
We stored it in the safe that was on board.
You did? But you pulled that last one out of the Beholder's eye stalk and disappeared.
We were just at the ship.
So you don't have them on you? Is that what you're saying?
Um,
Not all of them.
Oh.
Do we?
we have the fourth one that I kept in the you pulled
Yeah.
out of hell.
Did we?
The other
I
ones
don't-
are on the ship.
Yeah, the other ones are on the ship, aren't they?
I think so.
She sighs and says, "Oh, well, I'm really happy to see you guys. I kind of hope you decide to stay on the Spelljammer. But if not, let me know before you go. And you should stay at least for the next few hours because we're going to go out into the phlogiston and we're going to let the Smalljammers free and they're just going to fly out. It's going to look really cool."
Is there a reason for that, or are they just?
It's sort of like the ship is having babies.
Oh,
Like a male seahorse. Okay.
Yep.
well, then let's go talk to our crew, and then if they don't want to leave,
Hmm.
then I guess we'll go. I don't want to leave everybody, but
All right, you were told some of your crew is on the ship. Some of your crew is in the old Nyogi lair. Your mechanical dragon is actually hanging out with these creatures called Dracons. They're like dragon centaurs. Yeah. So where do you want to go?
Captain, I'll leave that to you.
Well, we want to cast a spell on everybody. So is there like a central area?
Well, it's not gonna be. I have to do it one person at a time.
Oh, okay, one person at a time.
Yeah.
I was very curious about like the line of people, where they're getting the food from.
From our ship, from the
Like,
because we have magic fruit.
yeah, I kind of wanted to go and see that a little closer.
So you want to go back to your ship?
I don't know about you, but I take Lilia aside for a bit. Just something about this feels off.
Yeah. It does. That's why I want to get our crew and leave. But I believe Bigby. Like, this is what you wanted from the beginning.
Yeah.
That makes
No,
sense.
I don't think Big B would lie to us unless like she's under some sort of influence, which technically yes, but
Well, then,
I don't know. We just keep your eyes open.
okay.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, just things are not quite going to plan, but you know, I'm sure we will be up and about and continuing on finding yet the fifth part of the 7 parts soon.
Well, I think we should go talk to the adventuring guild.
Yes. Yes, the guild. Oh, Chungus, lead us the way.
Okay. So
Chungus!
you leave the garden area. You go back up onto the top of the Spelljammer. You head over to that Nyogi lair. As you're walking, this massive ship that you're on. So the universes are contained in giant crystal spheres, and the crystal spheres look like universe. They're like black, and they have little star-like dots on them. As the Spelljammer approaches the edge of the crystal sphere, a huge hole kind of widens up and allows the ship to pass through and out of the sphere and into the phlogiston. And as you pass into the phlogiston, it's just a void of rainbow mist, and you see other crystal spheres floating in the distance. And a warning goes out over the ship reminding you that lighting a match will cause an explosion. If the phlogiston is very flammable, so you need to be careful. But
Got
so
it.
the ship flies out of the crystal sphere into the phlogiston. The hole seals up in the crystal sphere, and you go to the former Nyogi lair. Vasilka is with you. Chungus is with you. And when you go there, you can see through a window that they're in there laughing and talking, sitting in chairs. Their feet are on tables. There's treasure in the middle of the table, and they have drinks.
Ah, jolly place.
Hi, everybody.
They let out a cheer and open the door and embrace you. Gulfstream Bilger, a giant hippo guy. "Huh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you they weren't dead. And
Wait, was he dead?
No.
Nope.
The hippo guy. Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
I'm
thinking-
fine, thank you,
Sorry.
Captain. Jill the Nimble Right is excited and gives you guys hugs. Marcus Neural says, "Hey, look at this. They came back from hell. How about that's crazy? That's such a crazy thing that happened." And then he sees Airly and he goes, "Oh, well, hello." He takes your hand.
No.
Stop him if you want. He takes your hand. He brings it to his mouth. He kisses your hand. "My name is Marcus Neural. I'm sure they told you all about me."
No, I didn't hear anything. It's nice to meet you.
"Oh," I stagger back. "Oh, your voice is so wonderful. I like to listen to it sometimes."
Ah, I like singing too. La 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 la.
"Oh, hey, as a Vistani, I have a natural love and affinity for music. We play music sometimes. Maybe. New friend."
That would be lovely.
British Sweet's like, okay, now, okay, stop this.
Marcus.
Marcus?
It's just trying to be nice, right?
Yeah, it's
Right?
hospitality.
Hmm.
You know? Don't. He goes super sweet. Don't block this for me. Can't you see I'm making headway?
I haven't seen you making headway since we've left this place.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but I feel a little insulted.
I mean, I don't either. I was in hell.
So they explain to you all the same stuff, that Bigby is now the captain of the ship, and they've been doing adventure type stuff here, and that they're doing their thing as adventurers, and they found magic items and treasures.
Well, so
Very proud of what you've done with the place.
yeah, it's great.
Thanks. My room is right over there.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
I burn incense in it every day, so it smells good.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Are you at least cleaning up after yourself?
Yes.
You've been slacking in the dishes while we've been gone.
Well, I mean, I'm adventurer now, so you know,
Ah, yeah.
you
Yeah.
get
No, it's a good job upgrade. It suits you.
you get hireling for these things, you know.
Right.
Yes.
No, it's good to see you all.
Well, well, we were just wondering if, well, we still need to find the rod, and we still need a crew. If you want to come with us, big.
But it is your choice. We just would like to ask all of your permission to give you a screening, a sort of dispel magic screening.
Oh, leave. Why leave? We love it here. We love the Spelljammer. It's a great thing. Greatest place.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the spell.
All right, you don't need to roll. You cast it. Boom! It hits them all, and they all kind of blink, and then they all feel different. Whoa. Jill doesn't. She goes, "Oh yeah, I feel the same, but I'll go. I don't care." But Gulfstream Bilger says, "You know, I was dead set on staying, but now I can't wait to leave." And Marcus Neural says, "Yeah, what am I doing? I am Vistani. I wander the multiverse. This is what I do. I don't stay on one sheep." He looks at Airly and he says, "My people follow their hearts wherever it may lead. No matter.
That's what I do too.
Oh, no matter the danger." Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Nothing can stop us when we find what we're looking for.
That must be lovely for you.
Bracefeed gives you a thumbs up secretly.
I'm like, oh my god.
This is going so well. I can't believe it.
Well, okay. So we should probably leave eventually. Where is Rainbow? Has anybody seen her?
She's on the sheep.
Right. We'll go back. We're all gonna assemble in about 3 hours' time. For those of you who want to go, and we will be on our way.
Alright. So they're going to pack up their stuff and head back to the ship.
Excellent.
And
Anybody else we can
so
go
the
see?
there's two places to go. There's the mechanical dragon, who's with the Dracons, and there's
Right.
and then there's your ship where the rest of your crew should be.
Maybe we want to go to the dragon, the mechanical. Sorry.
Alright, so you
Dragon.
head to the dragon's tower.
I do need to rest before I can dispel magic again. A short rest.
How long is the rest?
A short rest, so 30 minutes. We stop for
Okay.
lunch on the way there.
Okay.
Yeah, we stop for lunch.
Alright.
Have a nice time at a cafe. Have a good snack.
Alright. As you're eating, there is an announcement that the launch of the Smalljammers will be happening soon.
Oh, maybe we want to see that before we go.
I don't know. Seems like they really want us to see this. This tea
Yeah.
is delicious.
Do you think we should leave before or after it?
Do I know anything about these tiny spelljammer babies?
From what you could have saw, there's small little ships that actually will just be launched without crew, just fly off into space. But it looks like they could have up to 25 people on each ship if people wanted to get on them.
Wow. Okay. So
I wonder oh, I got an idea. What if we launch on the Spelljammer while the Spelljammer gives birth to these babies into the world?
our story weaver?
So you mean your ship leaves when the other ships leave?
Yes.
You could do that.
Sure. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful.
That would be quite a takeoff. I'm sure the crew would be very impressed.
As
As
you're
long
sitting,
as
That's my captain points that I lost, being in hell for so long.
as you're sitting at that table and there's the rainbow fog above you, Vasilka is staring at you, and Marcus Nerl says, "Yes, it will be quite beautiful to see. A wonderful sight. The romance of the stars."
Are you talking to me?
These are just off the cuff comments that are coming into my brain.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So you
Okay.
eat.
Do you have any meaning of that? Is there a reason you said that? Like, are you trying to tell us?
What are you doing? Stop!
Hey Marcus. Hey Marcus. Hey,
What?
look.
Yes.
Hi.
What?
I don't want you to get your hopes up.
What the heck is this supposed to mean?
She's looking for somebody.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all?
She's looking for a special somebody.
Well, so we have this in common. Do you see?
I don't think you understand, Marcus. I'm not sure who it is, but it's very.
It might be her. It might be her mom. It might be her dad. We don't know.
Yeah, it might be mom or dad.
It might be sister, brother.
Well, it might be
I guess
sister.
that's right. I know who it is, but I'm just like, ah.
It just keeps getting better.
Oh God. Oh God, Marcus.
So,
I like the fact
I
that
love him
everything
so
you
much.
said-
Such a dick.
I like how everything you said to Marcus has encouraged him even more.
Sorry. She's got a 9 intelligence. It's not. I mean, she's stupid.
Oh good lord.
Oh my god, they're perfect for each other. No.
No.
No. I don't know.
Whatever, man. If that happens, that happens. I can't stop it, apparently.
Why would you want to stop it? Don't we want the crew to be happy? I don't know.
I don't want somebody to get hurt.
Yeah. Marcus.
While we're sitting, Lilia is going to check her stone and see if she can first contact Ezzy.
When you first use it, there's like a loud screeching noise in your head, but then it passes.
Ah!
And you hear hello. You hear like clanging noises. Oh hey! Hi Lilia.
You doing okay?
Yeah, fixing my war machine. Clang clang.
That's good. If you ever need anything, just call us, because see, now we know it works. Or the Spelljammer.
Oh. Uh-oh. This is a dust storm.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
No.
Hello?
Okay. Oh, alright. I actually have a...
When the DM doesn't feel like...
I just wanted to make sure we have a communication line.
Oh no.
Pro tip. Alright, so you rested. You want to go to the dragon or you want to go to the ship?
I think we should go to the ship last, but
Yeah, so
the dragon.
let's go!
Alright, you go to the dragon. That's one that's real simple. It's a bunch of Dracons that are like kind of worship this brass dragon as if it was a god, and you see the mechanical dragon kind of scampering around them, annoying them. And then it sees you, and it flies over to you, and is excited to see you. And it roars, a mechanical dragon roar.
Yay! I give him all the pets. It's like a robo dragon. He's beautiful.
The Dracons are like top half dragonborn, bottom half brontosaurus, sort of like centaurs. And they go,
hot. Oh no.
At last the mechanical one has found its allies. Well done, we're glad to see it. Welcome back.
Thank you for taking care of our dear child.
But of course, friend. But of course. And you can sense from the mechanical dragon it doesn't seem to want to stay on the ship.
Oh,
It doesn't seem like it was affected by the ship's weird effect thing.
cool.
Hey buddy, do you want to come with us?
It nods, yes.
And I'll give a great scratch, and we go on the
All right.
ship.
So you go back to your ship
Yeah.
and seek out the NPCs you didn't talk to. I think the only one was Seeker of Rainbows, who is from the city of Sigil. She's a tiefling.
Yeah.
She's a member of the Sensates. She wants to go all through the multiverse and experience everything. She has rainbow hair. She sees you. She's outside, like, looking at the phlogiston, and sees you and runs up and hugs each one of you and is excited to meet Airily. A new person.
Wow, your hair.
Yeah. It's like a rainbow. You noticed.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I really like your little stuffed duck thing.
Oh, he's not stuffed, but this is Winston.
What do you mean? She pokes it. You think it's a real one?
Israel.
She looks at Brave Sweet and Lilia. It's real?
Yeah, I mean, we have conversations all the time.
What does it say? What is it telling you?
Well, it says that I should keep my head up, and he
Uh-huh.
says that I need to keep going, and that the new friends that I have made are really nice.
Oh no, it's so cute.
She goes, well, that's definitely a new that's a new experience, that's for sure. You can sort of hear like talking coming from Strahd's or Seraphine and Strahd's cabin.
What kind of talking?
Are you gonna go try to listen?
I
I will go
guess
try to
so.
listen.
I will not listen because I do not want to be a part of any of that.
All right, so
I'm
Grace,
just gonna check on the garden. Just gonna.
Brave Sweet in her older age has become more like. So.
so Bracefeet, you're gonna go over to Strahd's door and listen.
Yeah, put my ear against the door because it's like.
He's saying to her, "Don't you understand? This place is just like Barovia. We'll be trapped here forever. We have to get out at once."
Well, good. He's a good guy. I don't say that out loud.
Also, your soft neck looks exquisite. It's been so long.
When Brave Sweet stops.
How much longer must I drink from these foul blood sacks that you have provided me? That's what you hear.
Do you think that if we like touch those two plants, we can make like a plasma plant situation like they have in The Sims? And just make blood flowers? Because that sounds rad as heck, just saying.
You had, when you were traveling here, you did find all those blood sac things that he's been using as a stockpile, but from what it sounds like, he's almost out of them. And he's going to need blood sometime soon. But if you're thinking about touching the alchemy plant, that might actually work.
Yeah, blood tree, so we never have to let him suck blood unless.
But you do hear him say, "These things are so disgusting. How much I can't live like this forever."
I'm gonna look up this book.
Well, he's gonna have to manage.
All right.
Suck it up, Strahd.
So while Brave Sweet is eavesdropping, where is Airly?
Airly was also eavesdropping.
Okay. And Lilia, where are you while they're eavesdropping?
I'm probably gonna go back to the garden, see if everything is in order, and if it is, I'm going to check my messages.
Where do you are you gonna you check your messages? You check your messages like in your room or something?
I don't have a room. I live in I sleep in the garden.
All right. So let's see here. Let me get the map of your actual dragon ship up here.
Yeah, our ship looks like a giant dragon and has a dragon face on it.
Yes. That's
Pretty
what
cool.
it looks like, and then there is the map. All right, and so you don't have a room. So where are you checking your messages?
So I mean, she lives in the greenhouse with Winthrop, so probably like in her favorite tree. I suppose it's like a big one in the middle.
Now that the Smalljammers are going to be launching soon, most of the people who are coming to get food are gone because they want to all see this. They're all kind of gathering out on the roofs of the citadels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you're sort of alone there in the garden. You climbed a tree.
Yeah. She sleeps in a tree.
Make a you're in a tree. This is gonna be weird. Okay, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20. Oh, wait, disadvantage. That's a lot worse. 9.
A 9. Oh boy. Alright. So, you're alone. You're checking your messages on your pink crystal. You're in a tree, like 10 feet up. And all of a sudden, you realize you're not alone. Standing on the ground in the garden was an invisible creature. And it's the creature on the far right on the screen. It's a humanoid. It's got translucent skin. It's got a nasty looking sword and a big collar. It's undead, and you immediately realize it is some special version of a lich, an undead spellcaster. And as he becomes visible, he is casting a spell. This is horrible, but I have to do it. Do you have 100 hit points or less, Lilia?
Yeah, I have less than 100 hit points. I'm a magic user. I'm not a beat girl.
So, he looks up at you,
Yay!
and
Oh.
he's speaking these arcane words, and you kind of make out that he just cast Power Word Kill on you.
What? Why?
There is no saving throw for this spell. If you have 100 hit points or less, you die.
I just
Great.
got here.
Why? What did I do?
Wait, do you have?
No, what? I have 73 hit points.
Oh my god.
If you have anything that can counter that, you should do it.
I
Counter spell.
don't have counter spell.
You don't have counter spell.
Teleport.
Oh wait. Oh, God, that's not. I don't. God. I have nothing to.
Yes, you do.
I
Yes,
don't-
you do.
I'm looking at all my stuff. There's literally nothing I can do. What the heck?
So, all right. So you die.
Ah!
Let me make a sound for that. You won't hear it, but the viewer will.
It's a
Rui,
So you're up in a tree, like holding a pink crystal, listening to your messages, just comfortable. And all of a sudden, a lich appears. He speaks Power Word Kill, and the color drains out of your skin. You turn gray. Your body falls out of the branch and crashes to the ground, and your red hat slowly floats and lands next to your body.
Oh my God!
Sean, this isn't fair.
I told you you're not allowed to get mad at me. So, meanwhile, Brave Sweet and Airly are listening, and you hear, "I know you can't resist me." Why don't you both make perception checks again?
Oh my God!
Oh my god. Please roll good. Please.
I can't believe
This is fun.
this. This is great.
So, Brave Sweet, what'd you get for perception?
Oh, not very good. 14.
Airly, what did you get?
13, sorry, 13.
22.
22. So, Airly, you hear from the garden a loud, some kind of spell being cast. Almost like a magical vortex that swirls for a moment and then closes shut.
I'll go. I'll start running. I'll say something's happening, and then I'll start running.
I turn and I run with her.
You run into the garden and you see Lilia's gray dead body, her red hat lying next to her.
Is this
I
something that
immediately
can-
run to her body and check her pulse and things like.
She's dead.
No, new friend.
Lilia! Who done it?
Why does this always happen to her? This is like the fourth time.
Wait, do we still have her?
Then it was hell. Now
Like-
it's this. It's fine.
Still, I would know, but I don't remember because I don't have it written down.
Uh-huh.
Do I know that does the Rod of 7 Parts have a thing where I can revive somebody?
Well, not yet, no. I mean, once you get more pieces, I think. Right
Damn it.
now, let's see. The best it can do is Cure Light Wounds, Slow, Haste, Gust of Wind. Those are the main powers. And it gives you magic resistance, and you can cast Detect... Oh, Detect Magic doesn't work on it. But speaking of that, you can see when you look at her dead... After you overcome the initial shock of seeing your dead friend, someone clearly went through her stuff.
What do we do?
Wait. What was stolen? Was she the one holding the rod piece?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And you hear outside, the Smalljammers will be launching shortly.
Damn it. Can I don't, because I'm almost suspicious, could it be one of the crew people? Like, I don't know if it was a random shadowy figure. I'm like, I need help. Seraphine! Seraphine!
Oh, she's in NPC mode. When you talk to her, she only
I know.
responds with a single text response. I am tired now. I must spend time with Strahd.
Maybe there's someone.
That's like maybe I tried to like talk to her on the thing, but it's like, please, like, you know, I'm
Please
busy.
leave a message after the beep.
Yeah. I'm like, ah! Look for Winthrop. And it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's.
Is there
I'm
someone
just
else?
dealing with so much right now.
Yeah. So much pain and angst and edge.
My tattoo is still settling.
Call back later.
Is there anybody else around the ship that could do
People on the ship. There's Axel,
Arrowloo
the
would know.
hamster, Chungus, Good Boy, Fabio, Strahd, Seeker of Rainbows, Sid. Oh, I forgot. Valendra. She walks in. You haven't met her yet, Airly. A light blue-skinned woman with white hair that seems to be blowing in the breeze. What happened?
Valandra! Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Oh no! She runs over and checks Lilia's pulse. Oh my God, no! Someone stole the rod piece, didn't they?
Yes.
All right, she's getting like all sweaty and freaked out. This can't happen when we are so close.
Where can we detect? Oh, I can use my special powers. She realizes she can. What is it? What is the spell called? Hunter's Mark. But she didn't cast Hunter's Mark on the object. Does someone have locate object?
As you say that, you look down at Lilia, and like something weird seems to be happening to her body. So Lilia, you died, right?
Sure.
But you have that silver blood running through your veins that came from Mount Celestia, like heaven. This radiant blood. So basically, right now, you have the option of that radiant blood running into your heart and like making your heart start beating again, but that blood will be gone forever from your veins if you do that.
Okay.
It's up to you as a player if you want that to happen or not.
Well, what's the other option?
Just be
dying?
dead. Until somebody raises you.
The campaign right now. Here we go.
I mean, she's already doing like all the things the blood was making her do anyway. So I would say that she's just gonna be like, no, I need to go back. I still have things I need to do. There's people I need to help. I can't die.
All right, so
I'm filled with determination.
the camera shows like Lilia's veins and like this silver stuff like zoop, shoots into her heart, coats her heart with silver, and suddenly starts to beat again. And Lilia gasps, and she has 1 hit point. So that don't forget. That means Winthrop also has this in him as well. So.
You're okay. I know. You just. We're so happy you're back, and she just hugs you. We're afraid that the rod is gone.
I'm fine.
No! Who did this?
There was a lich. He came in and he grabbed it and then he cast some sort of spell on me, and then I was gone, and now that was
Valendra,
tricky.
when she hears the word lich, she kind of looks off in the distance and says, "They've said many times on this ship that there is a creature known as the Fool who commands undead. That must have been him. But why does he want a piece of the rod?" Oh, I'm glad you're alive.
Oh.
And Valendra says, "Hi, I'm Valendra.
Yeah.
You're Airly. Nice to meet you.
She just see all this.
Oh, you have a stuffed animal.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I like your duck."
Yeah, Airly's like really distracted by the death. She's really distracted by the death.
Is this your first, like, seeing somebody die? Well, she saw
No,
somebody.
she's seen somebody die.
Oh.
But so it's kind of a thing. So she just kind of goes, "Yeah, stuffed animal."
Valendra says, "We got to get the piece of the rod back."
Yeah. Hey.
Outside, you hear, "The Smalljammers will be launching momentarily."
Did you guys just?
Well, we can find the other piece if we use the other rod to look for it.
You can use the
Of
third
course.
piece to detect where the fourth piece is. Yeah.
And we can just go find it.
All right. So you
Yeah,
run and get the
okay.
rest. So you go get the rest of the rod.
Yes.
And that's in Seraphine's room, right? The chest.
Yes.
Oh God!
Who's going in?
I'll knock on the door. I'm brave, and I
I will
don't
go
know
in.
what's
I
happening.
will,
You just experienced death. Nothing
I'll
scares
knock
me.
on the door and be like, Serapine, hello.
What did we say?
I don't open the door. I knock first.
You hear like a lot of
I
movement.
don't know what's happening.
And Airly, you said you wanted to go in. Is Airly frozen?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I'll just pound up. I think so.
Yeah, Kelly, your video is frozen, but I
Yeah,
can hear
am I
you.
frozen?
Yeah.
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 I can still hear you though.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna go in, Airly?
hopefully, you can hear. Yeah, I'm gonna barge in.
Okay.
We don't care at this point.
Oh, I don't want to say what they're doing, because I'm not. That would kind of be up to Chloe. I don't want to. So we'll just say that the camera stays on Airly's face reactions. Strahda's like, "Who dares?"
Something I
They
see.
had a nice conversation. And they were having a nice-
Strahd's like, "Who dares?" And Seraphine says, "It's all right. It's Airly." And then you go into the box and you get out the.
Yes. Just
Hi,
a
we
small.
need to come in for something. Covering
We just really need this right now.
my eyes.
Airly covers her eyes.
I think we all avert our eyes, so we don't know what's happening.
Strahd will point out as Airly covers her eyes and walks towards the box, you do know that is trapped, right? If you open it, it's going to explode.
Right. We set that up that way.
Yes.
We need to unset it up.
Okay. So I think there's a password that you use to get it to
Yeah.
open without the glyph being activated. So you flip it open and you get the rest of the rod,
Yes.
and you detect. All right. The
We'll
rod
get out of
detects
the room first, and then we detect.
what you see. You sense is the person who stole the rod is down in the garden where the ships are. Then outside you
Alright.
hear, "The Smalljammers are all set to launch."
Bracey, what if they're gonna go on the Spelljammers? If they launch, we'll never see them.
But if we don't leave now, we're all going to be in the same state where none of us are going to want to leave.
No, we're fine. We have like 5 more hours. I don't
Okay.
know how long it's been, but I assume it hasn't been that long.
No,
We're
yeah,
fine.
you've got time.
Yeah.
What we could do is let the people watch the thing. To be honest, who cares? They can watch it. We need to find this piece of rod. Otherwise, our whole Perfect.
saying they will launch. I'm thinking that the Lich is gonna get on one of the small jammers and gonna get out of here.
Can
We
we
need to
send?
now.
It does
Okay.
sensing it. The Lich stole the piece of the rod. It's now down where all of these small jammers are about to launch into the phlogiston.
Okay, we
It
need
would
to
be
go.
very
We
easy
need to
for a
go.
Lich to just get in one of the vessels and fly to freedom.
We need
So we
to
gotta
have.
go. We're gonna go. We're going.
Yep,
We're
yep,
going.
yep.
We're
Go,
going.
go, go.
All right. So you head down into the garden area, and there's all these ships, and like there's these holes opening up. Oh, Callie is gone. Shoot,
Oh no.
that's bad. Technical difficulties has returned to.
Curse you,
The
technical
true enemy.
difficulty.
Why?
The true enemy, not death, not liches, not the Queen of Chaos.
All right, I'm just
It's
gonna need to.
time. It's time for the Lich Slayers to get another notch on their belt.
Exactly.
All right, I need to add one thing here.
I loved how many things have actually happened in this episode.
All right. This will be the Aya box. Sorry, everybody. I'm just gonna make a box real quick.
No.
Get my own personal box.
Watch
'cause I'm
this.
dead.
Boom.
The death box.
Dude.
I have isolated Aya, and I'm gonna put Aya in the Aya box. There you are. Oops. Sideways.
I wonder if we can contact.
There you are. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Hopefully Callie will jump back in. We'll see what happens.
Her internet crashed. So
Ugh.
she'll be right back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah!
Ah,
No worries.
Here
Alright.
you are.
sorry.
No problem. This has happened once or twice before.
Or 40 times. Who's counting?
My brother's uploading a video. Or something.
Is that true? That's what he's doing?
That's what he says he's doing. So
What kind of video is it?
I have no idea. I don't know why he decided.
Okay. Alright.
Back.
Alright, we're back. So, the group has realized that the bad guy has stolen a piece of the rod. He's going to hop onto one of these little small jammers, and he's just going to fly to freedom. So you run down to the garden. Your piece of the rod detect where his piece of the rod is. So it points to a particular small jammer. What do you do?
Jump on the Spelljammer. Can we stealth onto them?
You could try a group stealth if you want. Good.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace since we did arrest. And I still have my spell slots. And that would give us +10.
Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cast plant growth around his ship
Oh.
and make like a tree cage.
Oh. All right. So you make you plants wrap around the small jammer, and then Brave Sweet, you're casting Pass Without a Trace on the group, right? Airly, do you want to do anything special while they're doing that?
Just sit here, I guess. 'Cause I
I'm
can't do
casting fists.
All right. Why don't we all
moral
roll?
support.
Let's all roll initiative.
Let's do it. Oh.
Lilia, what'd you get?
Oh my god, a 18.
I got an
18.
18 as well.
Got
got
a
it.
19.
Oh, 19. Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
I have a +3 to my initiative. What you got?
Brave Sweet. I don't know.
Well,
What's
mine
Brave Sweet's
As
dex?
well. But it's 19. Sorry, it's 18.
Okay, I have 17, so you go first.
All right. Brave. All right, so
Really? Oh.
airily, you get to go first. There is a ship, like just hovering off the ground in this garden. There's a wall near it, and there's a big hole in the wall that leads out into the phlogiston. And this ship looks like it's just about to launch out into the phlogiston on my turn. But it is wrapped in plants. You're not sure if the plants are going to hold it or not. And you know that there is an evil spellcasting lich inside of this ship. What would you like to do?
Can I try to run up to it and wrench the door open?
Sure. You run up, you open the door. It's very small. And
Okay.
you see an undead lich with transparent skin sitting on a throne, shocked as you burst the door open. And what else would you like to do? That was just a move.
Hey, that was my new friend! And then I'll try to stab him.
Okay. You run up. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nobody stopped anybody from it before.
Oh, nat 20!
What?
Friendship!
What?
Friendship!
Wow. All right. So that's going to be you roll your damage dice twice, and then
Okay.
add the bonuses at the end.
I'm pretty sure this is, yeah. That's 5.
Never forget, I was the one who killed you.
Damage, 8, 13, and then 5 plus 6, that's 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 8, that's 19 damage.
All right.
Nice.
19. Your sword plunges into him. 19 damage. Is this a magic weapon or?
It is. It's a +1 longsword. Is that still a magic weapon in 5e?
Oh yeah. All right. Yes, it is.
Okay.
You stab him. He howls in surprise. All right. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. He, being a lich, just so happens to have legendary actions, which means he can do things between people's turns.
Oh, good.
So he looks at you and says, "Nothing is going to stop me now. I'm so close." And he reaches out and just touches you, and cold, a non-Lord Arctic Frost like cold overcomes you. So I have plus 12. 16?
Oh.
Does 16 hit you?
16 does hit, exactly.
All right, so you take
Man.
10 cold damage, and you need
Okay.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You got this.
It's, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, for a moment, you feel like your bones stiffen and you can't move, but then you snap out of it. All right, that was Airly's turn. Brave Sweet,
Yes.
you're passed without a
Alright.
trace. The ship has got vines wrapped around it.
I do see Airly entered it. And so I'm going to do the same, but stealthily. So a +10. Oh,
From-
yeah, I rolled a 16, so that's easily, that's at least 26.
And what are you trying to sneak on?
I'm trying to sneak onto
Okay.
the ship.
So
Like
while they're
maybe-
fighting, you quietly get on board?
Yes, I want
Okay.
to do. I'm not a rogue, and sneak attack doesn't matter. Maybe I should be a rogue.
Take a level rogue.
What I want to do is I want to steal the rod from him
I was the one who killed you.
without him noticing.
Oh. How dare you? Okay. All right. So he's got it in his hand, right? He reached out with one hand and he touched Airly, caused her pain. And while she's doing that, you creep around the other side. And you're just gonna try to yoink it.
Yes.
So I guess we'll do an opposed strength.
Strength or dexterity or.
You can do Dex, but I'll do strength for my
Okay.
incredible grip strength.
Oh.
I better charge it up with good positive
Oh,
energy.
you better roll really good.
Oh, come on!
I got a 22.
I rolled a
I
natural.
rolled a 19.
Natural
with a
one.
+2.
Natural.
And natural one.
Right there.
They're kind of like Corey's holding it in one hand and she just goes.
All right. And he's just like, no. All right, that was Brave Sweet's turn, I guess. You took the piece of the
I
rod.
took the rod, yes. Do I have enough movement to get out of the ship? Or
Oh, well, that was your
help me?
action to take the thing, and
Yeah.
moving. You're pretty much out of stuff right now.
Yeah, okay. So I got the rod though.
Okay. Lilia, the ship is starting to shake. It looks like it's about to try to launch into space. You have vines. You don't know what's going to happen. I'll probably make a roll to see if it can break the vines or not.
Oh no.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Why? You're a great and powerful lich. There's no reason for you to get one piece of the rod.
Time slows down, and he looks at you with his. You're outside in the garden. He's in the ship, but it just so happens he can see you, and you can see him through the doorway that Airly opened. And things. He says a whole lot in 6 seconds. He says, "Long ago, I was a warlock of the Queen of Chaos, and I came on the ship, and I become a captain. But the ship got angry at me. The ship killed me. I called out to the Queen to save me, and she turned me into this. And I was supposed to use this ship to find the pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts. But instead, the pieces were brought to me by you fools." And he looks at Braceweet and says, "Give it back!"
Come at me.
Lilia says,
Frost says, "I have no luck against these players. They are the Lich Slayers, and they always kill the Liches, even when I use their most powerful powers, like Power Word Kill."
mhm.
But it is Lilia's turn, and then I get to go, so...
Lilia, you do not have another banking card. You know that Brave Sweet has it. She's like, I got it. Get out of here.
I'm going to hit him with a witch bolt. She's really like,
Okay.
I can't. She's just gonna say, I can't let you do that. Sorry.
Oh, and then he also
But-
looks at you and goes, "I killed you! Impossible!"
Nothing is impossible.
At least you didn't say
That's
you're...
a 19.
19. Okay, that hits. How much damage does it do?
We'll find out.
120 damage. Blow them out of the park.
I
What?
did max damage.
Wow.
That would be 36.
36.
Amazing.
36 damage from a witch bolt? Wow.
Yeah,
46,
It's-
54.
it's 3d12.
All right, he howls in pain as you hit him. Okay, and that's Lilia's turn?
Yeah, and then I say run to the two of my friends.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give Brave Sweet Burdick's inspiration.
Nice.
Nothing is impossible.
Okay. All right, so first he's going to have his turn, and then we'll see if the ship can launch. So on his turn, he looks at Bravesweet, who's now holding the piece of the Rod of Seven Parts, and he speaks another power word. Power word stun. Do you have less than 150 hit points, Bravesweet?
I do.
You are stunned. He
I don't
cackles.
get anything else. I don't use
No,
my body.
these power word spells are so high level. There's no saving throw. It's just
Oh
if
my
you have
God.
less than this many hit points, you.
Oh my god.
But you will at the end of your next turn. You will get a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome.
But right now
At least he didn't kill you.
you're stunned. He's still sitting in the throne. He'll just kind of like reach over and Pick up-
Do the thing that I did.
and then I'm gonna make a roll to see if the ship. Lily? Why don't you make an Arcana check, and then I'll make the ship roll to see if it can roll higher.
Okay.
Come on, Lilia.
Oh, pretty good.
It's
That's not your soul.
28.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so you're down here. There's all these Smalljammers, like a couple dozen of them, and all of them, the place shakes. They all launch. They all shoot out through holes, and they go out into the phlogiston. And you can hear people up above, the whole city cheering and watching the Smalljammers fly out into the multiverse. Except for this one, like the vines wrapping around, snapping off like one at a time. Psh, psh, psh. But the ship is shaking, but it's still there. You're pretty sure it's not going to last. Next round is probably going to break free. But for at least this round, it's still held inside. All right, and then it is Airly's turn. Airly, you're next to this lich sitting in a throne. He just cast Power Word Stun on Braceweed. He's got the piece of the rod. Your Smalljammer is going to launch momentarily. What would you like to do?
I would like to try to hit the piece out of his hand with my sword.
Like a disarm kind of a thing?
Yeah, like.
That's so funny. I was just reading about disarming online. All right, hold on. We can use
Neat.
the optional disarm rules if I can find them.
You can do it.
Let's see if it's in the. There it is, 271. Okay. 271. Disarm. Knock a weapon from another item from a target's grasp. The attacker, so Airly, you're going to make an attack roll,
Okay.
and I'm going to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check. Okay, so you can make an attack roll, and I'll see which of my...
Come on, dice. This is not the time to fail me. Okay. That's 19.
Neither of my... Oh, gosh, I don't have either one. All right, so I guess I'll go with acrobatics, dexterity. He'll try to... no. Let's try and move. +3. I got a 9. So you hit the piece of the rod.
Yeah, I hit his whatever is holding it.
You have disarmed him. It clatters to the ground.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You can do that. All right. You swat it out of his hand. You pick it up. You can move, but he does get an attack of opportunity if you move.
I would like to. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna disengage. Yeah.
So you're gonna try to move away.
Yep.
All right. So he's gonna make opportunity attack. He reaches out with his hand, which is full of bad coldness. Not like the good coldness of Lord Arctic Frost. This is the opposite.
The frosted coldness.
All right. I rolled a natural 1. So you use
You can't.
you swat the piece of the rod out of his hand. You pick it up and you run off the ship. He reaches after you, but you dodge.
No, it's mine. No, it's mine.
What?
There's such thing as resistant to liches, because I think that's what we have.
All right, that's Airly's turn. All right, I've got to do. Shoot. Now you're too far away for that. All right. After Airly, Braceweed. So at the end of your turn, Braceweed, you're stunned, but at the very end, you get to make a con save. So go ahead.
Okay. So I'm stunned. I cannot do anything. I cannot talk. Can I talk?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me look. Page 291. Stunned. Cannot move and can speak falteringly.
Falteringly. Okay.
So
Girl.
dramatically like or whatever.
Get here!
What's that?
I thought you were gonna speak like what's his name? Star Trek.
Oil can!
You mean William Shatner?
Yeah.
Oh! Get me out of here!
I thought you were gonna say "Don't worry about me," but
Don't worry, Sophie. Leave me here.
All right. And that was Brave Sweet. Lilia, the ship is
Okay.
shaking. The
Hey, I
vines are.
get to make my roll.
Oh yeah,
I
roll.
get
Sorry.
my
Go ahead.
roll. So sorry. This is Constitution.
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh no, that was a 7.
You are still stunned. Lilia, you see Brave Sweet lying next to the throne. The Lich sitting in the throne.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on her.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Can I do that?
I'm not sure if that removes because this.
Oh, wait, I
basically,
can't. Never
it-
mind.
She's got this like stunned condition. It's not. I don't think it's a magic.
Not like a magic hold.
I think it would be
Okay.
like restoration or something like that would get rid of.
Got it. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, why didn't you have Bardic Inspiration?
Never forget.
So what does that do?
She gets a D6.
A D6. So my roll was 7.
Oh. Yeah.
I rolled a 2, so that's
Oh.
Yeah.
9. I don't think that would save me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just trying to think of things.
So Lilia airily just ran off the ship holding the piece of the rod.
Right. Okay.
You're both off. Bracesweet is on it, lying on the ground. The Lich looks extremely angry.
Is he on the ship?
Yeah, he's on the ship and Bracesweet's on the ship.
Okay.
This is looking bad.
No, it's fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna turn to Airly. I'm gonna be like, can you grab her?
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough to take her. I can distract him, but that's all I can do.
Oh, you need to get
Here's
out.
an old lady.
Thanks for reminding me, Lord Arctic Frost.
You have a natural 20.
Damn it! Why?
That's why I said you need to get out.
Well, I'm not in there, so it's fine. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on him, and it hits automatically, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give Arlie Bardic Inspiration, and I'm gonna start moving. Because I'm still look like I was on fire in the last couple minutes. There you go.
Get it.
Alright, 17 points of damage.
17.
Yeah.
70. Okay. He's hurt. He howls in pain as your Witch Bolt hits him. So, Lilia, as your turn ends, he gets to go. So he looks at Airly, and he just gets off the ship, follows Airly. Not too close. So he gets off the ship, and Airly, make a dexterity saving throw. Oh my god. He holds out a finger.
I gave you Bardic Inspiration, so you have a D6.
You also have a natural 20.
This is true.
Good. So what'd you
I
get?
have +4, so I got a 19.
So a green beam of light, shoots and you dodge it, and it hits a tree behind you, and the tree just turns to ash and disintegrates. And then the rest of the vines snap, and the Smalljammer, with Brave Sweet on board, launches into the phlogiston and just immediately becomes going farther and farther and farther away.
Well, see ya.
And up above, someone's like, "Hey, that one was late," and they're like, "Whee!"
It's like when balloons are set free, and there's just one that's like.
Just one
Yeah.
little bit.
So we'll stop there and pick it up from there next
Oh,
time.
cool.
Yes. All right. Why don't we do some plugs? Aya, do you have any
I'm
plugs?
gonna be here next time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll have to make something up.
It's
So,
okay.
got any plugs, Aya?
Yeah, every other Friday we got Retroverse, me and Callie, going through adventures, having fun times. Definitely not crying about past characters and the death of loved ones. It's fine. So that's on Scuddy Hood's channel, and you can go on my Twitter down there to see all the fabulous art that I will be making. So do that.
Brienne, got any plugs?
No, not really.
I'm gonna play this 4th level spell sound. Callie, got any plugs?
Follow me on Twitter. I do art. I've been doing art of Airly over there. So.
Oh, I have a Twitter too, but whatever.
You should plug the video that your brother uploaded. I totally want to see it.
Ruined our stream for no reason.
All right, and yeah, so, geez, I guess on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I think we're gonna play Mordenkainen's Path of the Plains on the Greyhawk channel. Also, keep watching my Twitter. I finished preparing Hell's Rebels, and now I'm gonna do Acquisitions Inc., the Orrery of the Wanderer. So I'll be tweeting about that, and when it's done, I'll post a guide to the Orrery of the Wanderer on my blog. Okay. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching, especially Lord Arctic Frost. And we will see you all next
You're
time.
all acting really special.
Bye.